land grabs khona la eGoruleni, and we've seen the intervention yama land grabs, and it ends up abantu beshaywa. There's a case now ekhona la eVilalisa abantu baye bashaywa where they took land, but they were saying they are taking that land because there's a lot of criminality that is happening in that land. And now, what is your stance on the issue of government and also our municipality bringing red ends to remove people?
A lot of people here in Ekurhuleni, you know, akekho umuntu ovuka ekuseni nje grab land just for the sake of grabbing land. Abantu abaningi base Ekurhuleni, as it is with the rest of Gauteng, there are a lot of bedroom dwellers, and they are populated, and government is not doing anything about providing land. But there are still young people at the ages of 18. You know, those people in the next 5 years, 2019, they'll be needing land of their own. So, and that is important. I wanted to correct this earlier on, that it's not land grab, it's land occupation. So the Freedom Charter says the people shall have the right to occupy land wherever they choose. The EFF believes that our people must be supported to occupy unoccupied land wherever they see fit. Now, they must engage in that because it's a struggle. We support them because they are landless. We support them because they don't have decent shelter, they don't have decent services. We support them because we're an organization that is always going to support the most vulnerable in society. So it must be condemnation to the ANC government that instead of sending blankets, instead of sending water, instead of sending food parcels, that's when you need food parcels. When the homeless take on, you know, amazenke, they take on ama plastic, nama box to go identify unoccupied, they would have made their homework. Actually, the poor make their homework. This land has never been occupied by anyone. And the day they go there, we are told of some Fantonder who owns that land. That Fantonder is doing nothing with that land. Why do they keep that land? It accumulates capital for them in the bank, whilst millions of our people need land. So it's an important struggle that people of conscience must be able to engage in. The last point about that is, by the way, the most celebrated township in South Africa and in the world, possibly, of Africa, is Soweto. Soweto is a result of a land occupation struggle led by a guy called Mpanza, Sofa Sonke Mpanza, who led a movement called, you know, it was named the Sofa Sonke movement, which occupied land in Orlando. They resisted, they fought the apartheid police, they fought the apartheid authorities until apartheid considered that it must give them Soweto. Today, that township is celebrated. So in Tembisa and everywhere else where people are fighting, one day we will celebrate those townships, because all townships in South Africa, because our government fears capital and white people than it loves our people, it will have to be a matter of struggle.
You're speaking about process.